Tell Jenna about the dress code.
That's okay. Hi,
We're
everyone.
live. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Hi, Kelly. What do you
Denise,
say?
so good to
What do
be
you say
back
during?
with you.
Good to see you too. What do you say with St. Patty's Day? Top of the morning? No, that's British, I think.
No, I
I feel
think
like
top of
there's
the morning
something.
is the
Top of the
Irish
morning?
thing.
Is that Irish? I feel like there's a saying, and I can't figure it out right now.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, maybe somebody will comment it once we start getting a few people in here. So we'll give everybody a minute to get in. Hello, hello. You guys,
Right.
today we have such an awesome guest. I'm super excited because Jenna Larson from Group Track is coming in, and she is such an amazing social media expert. So knowledgeable. And Denise gets to hear for the first time too. She's
Oh,
the co-founder of a tool that I've been using a ton of and that I really want to start bringing to you guys more because it
wow.
is a social media tool that helps you to automate some of your social media, but it really also is about like following up and keeping track of your interactions in social media. So it like
Mm,
does so many different really cool things.
that's super cool.
I
I
know.
love that. Can't
You're
wait to
gonna
meet her.
love hearing about it.
Can't wait to meet her. Do we
Yes,
want
yes,
to
yes, yes.
talk about anything before we bring her on, or we want to go straight to her?
Well, I've decided that I'm gonna add a little shout out at the beginning. I think, well, we
Yeah.
have to talk about two things. Let's introduce ourselves.
Let's. Hi.
Hi, you go first.
I'll go first. I'm Denise Imbesti, CEO and founder of Vibes and Muscle Mix Music. We produce a mobile app with real music by real artists for your classes. And you can take those songs, mix them together, change the beats per
Mhm.
minute, and create nonstop mixes. How about
Bring
you?
Taylor Swift to class.
Bring Taylor Swift to class.
Love
Get
it.
real.
And I'm Kelly Coulter. I am a fitness pro turned coach. I've got a 25-year career in marketing and a 25-year career in fitness. Uh, Became obsessed with coaching fitness instructors and personal trainers and health coaches during the pandemic. My thing now, as I've coached for over 3 years, really full time inside fitness and health, is around helping instructors and trainers to create specialized programs because too many of us are just going from session to session to session. We're selling sessions, we're selling packages, and it's not profitable. It's a really
Wow.
broken business model. So I teach on really doing it differently. And so this is down here underneath. You see a link. That's the free training I'm doing next week that is specifically about fixing your broken business model and making some money as a coach finally.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Okay, and so with that, we always do like our best thing of the week, and I wanted to do a
Mm-hmm.
shout out before I do, and I want to shout out Amy Boone Thompson and the team. No, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
Ursa is a different team.
Yes,
Okay,
different team.
rewind. The team at Ursa who put on an amazing conference. I'm gonna let Denise talk about it because I didn't get to go
Yeah,
this year.
I did want to talk about it real quickly. I have a couple things to say, a couple insights. First of all, my teeth are looking funny because of my background. I'm gonna have to get rid of that.
You know
Um,
what? I think that means they're really super white.
no, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it. Goodbye. No. So since the pandemic, since 2020, March 2020 was when they canceled Ursa. Like it
Mhm.
was the week of Ursa. We all had tickets, we all had reservations to go to
Yep.
Ursa, and it got canceled because of the pandemic. Since 2020, I have to say now, 2024 LA Live, it was so busy. So many people are back. It was
Ooh.
very
You and I have
crowded, the
not
trade
talked
show.
about this. That is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, at least the trade show floor. Now, I didn't see the classrooms, but they had 3 amazing keynote speakers, one
Uh-huh.
every day, and I heard to the grapevine in some of the pictures I saw that they were pretty well attended. So
Oh, so
it's back.
good.
I feel like Ursa's back, yeah.
Ursa's
And,
back, and they changed their name. It's now
that's what I was gonna say. Well, I have 2 things to say. Well, 3 things to say, if that's okay, I'll be quick.
Say 'em all.
They changed their name to Health and Fitness Association.
Mhm.
And since we're going to be calling this show Get Real, I really want to say I don't really love the name. I don't love it. I'm not a fan of it. It's a little too generic. I know what they're trying to accomplish because they need something generic to take to Washington because they're a nonprofit. And this is my understanding of why they changed it to
Mhm.
that. Because they need to be able to take it to Washington, D.C., and lobby for the fitness industry. And what are
Not
you? Oh,
everyone can
URSA.
be Get Real with Denise and Kelly.
Correct. So, I mean, so anyway, so that's why my understanding is why they changed it. I don't love it. I think it's too generic and too long, but from a branding standpoint, I think it's a
So say
little
what it is
confusion.
again?
Health and Fitness Association.
How the just the health and fitness.
The Health and Fitness Association, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, the other thing problem I have with it, if I'm going to complain on this, is that's Idea's name. Idea is Idea, the Health and Fitness Association. So I think there might be a little bit. I
Wait,
already
what
heard
does
people
IDEA
get
stand for?
confused. Well,
International.
they got rid of their acronym. They just got Idea, the Health and Fitness. It used to be International Dance Exercise Association. But it's weird because IRSA, the acronym was International Health and Racket
Racket
Sports.
sports.
But what's so interesting? Racket sports are back with pickleball, so now they should just keep it.
Okay, you're not kidding on all of this. Yeah, I think you make some really good points.
I did want to say one other thing that I was so pleased to see that Lynn Brick won an award on Women's International Women's Day. Did you know about that?
I saw some pictures and I know you have always spoken so, so highly of her. So that's very
Well,
cool.
yeah, I mean, she's just super cool. The whole Brick Bodies family, but apparently this woman, Deborah Simon, it's called the Deborah Simon Award for Leadership in Furthering Mental Health Awareness, something like
Mhm.
that. She had cancer, and she created the award before she passed, and then she passed, and now um, Lynn won the award.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, she's definitely. I mean, she and Victor Vin, Lynn and Victor Brick have done amazing things. They opened up Brick Bodies. They own Planet Fitness. Now they started, which I think is wonderful. They started a John Brick Mental Health Foundation for mental health
Mm.
awareness, education. I just think that's great. I love to see people give back. People who have been successful who give back to something important. So
Love it.
I'll shut up now. That's all I got. I got a lot to say, obviously, because I went out
So,
of
so
town.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
can
I
I
mean, you had
say?
a really good show. So I was, like, in
It's great.
contact with Denise, like, every day. I'm like, "Who you
It was
meeting with?
great.
Tell me everything." I was so mad that I didn't go, but I just couldn't. It wasn't the right thing for me that
It's all
last week,
right.
so
You'll get it next year. You'll get it next year. But you'll lose a lot of money because it's in Vegas.
Mhm. Not a gambler. I didn't we were in Vegas for Idea, and the only time I gambled was I mean, when you and I got married, I that was a gamble.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yes,
We posted
married.
this picture on social media looking like we were married, got all kinds of
Mhm.
comments, and
Also
then,
fun.
like, the last day, I put something down on a slot machine.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler either. I don't. Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah. So it was great, and I will say that a lot of the theme of there's so many machines, and there always are, all the big names, Precor, Total Gym, whatever. But there's a lot of self-care machines like infrared bath and
Mm,
um, oh, there was one tub. It was like a tub, but instead of having water in there, the cold plunge,
uh-huh.
it was just cold.
Oh, like a
Like it was,
cryogenic thing.
I guess so. It's like going in a freezer or something. Instead of
I
having to
think I
deal
saw
with
pictures of that.
water,
Was it a girl with, like, super spiky high heels? I saw that picture,
maybe,
and she was
maybe.
putting people in it.
I think that's a great
I
idea
saw
because
that last year
the
too,
water gets messy and stuff. Oh, okay, you did? Okay.
and I've
I just
seen
wondered.
them actually in spas. Yes, spas do
Hmm.
have those because it's supposed to be really good for you.
Yeah, the cold
I've not
plunge is
tried it.
super popular, and so
I've done the cold plunge.
you have.
I have, like yeah, a couple
Mm,
times. I
I'm
I
afraid to do it.
every time you
Yeah.
do it, you're like this. You're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this all the time because I feel amazing when I get out and blah,
Do
blah, blah."
you?
And then every time you go to do it, you're like, "I'm dreading it. I don't wanna do
Oh, I
it."
bet. I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, I don't know if I want to try it. All right, that's all I got about the Ursa.
Okay, let's
show.
do this. Let's bring Jenna
Yeah, I
on because
think
she is
we're
a
right.
super busy woman.
Yeah,
And what I want to do is bring her on, let her talk about social media for health and fitness and wellness
great.
pros. And then we'll come back on. We'll do our best things of the week and then go after her.
Well, you'll do yours because I've already done mine.
No, that was your shout out.
No, that was my
You got to pick a
whatever.
different.
That was it. I had a lot to
Okay.
say.
All right. Fair enough. And so, drum roll, please,
Mhm.
Miss. I'm trying to pick out our layout. Let's do this one. But I
Okay,
do not want to be big. No. No, no, no.
let's make her big. Hi, Jenna.
Hello.
Hello,
So
hello,
nice to
hello.
meet you.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Good to see you. So, Jenna, I know a lot of people are unfamiliar. Group track is going to be a new thing completely. So, let's start from the beginning. Tell us who you are and what group track is, please.
Yeah, happy to. So, yep, Jenna Larson, co-founder of Group Track CRM. I used to be a performance coach. I had an online business where I was teaching people how to get like really, really good results with whatever it was that they were doing. Unfortunately, what I was teaching them was working so well that we created another problem, which was that our clients had too many leads, too many conversations, too many things happening with what they were getting from social media that they started losing people through the cracks, right? So
Mhm.
they would start having conversations and moving them towards a sale. But then all of a sudden, be driving on the highway and like, oh my God, I forgot to follow up with Jane, right? And so they were
Right.
losing money, losing trust, and all the things. And so one day I was driving and I had this genius idea like, wait a minute, we just need to build a system that is where our clients are or our prospective clients are, which is on social media. So I partnered with Nathan Jess, who is my co-founder, and created what is now Group Track CRM. And basically what that means is it is a system that lives on top of Facebook and or Instagram that allows you to
Mhm.
track, organize, nurture, serve, and convert your leads from social media. So we've had Group Track for about 3 years. It started as just a simple way to help you manage the Facebook group members that you had coming into your group so that you knew, were they buyers, are they leads, what's their pain point, have I made them an offer, and so forth. And it is involved into this thing that is so incredibly wild and crazy.
So big.
Yeah, it works on your personal profile, your Facebook group, in the DMs. It connects with Go High Level, Kartra. And I mean, it's like this crazy thing now. So, yeah, it is amazing. So basically, the idea is if you are using social media as a mechanism to get content out into the world and to find leads that you ultimately want to convert into clients, you need a system to be able to track those people so that you know where they are in your journey and can convert them without losing your mind.
Uh-huh.
So it's a
Amen.
CRM, but baked into, or however you said, on top of
Yep.
social media. So it's a CRM platform, but instead of having to like retype it or export it
Yep.
or integrate, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
It's
interesting.
almost like for me, now I've only been using it for a few months. So I had it a long time ago. And then like I did kind of the same thing that I've done with project management software. I've like tried them all and then ended up not using any. And then that's
Yep.
kind of where I was with CRMs too. And then I started using high level and I liked the pipeline aspect of
Yeah.
high level. And then, if you guys, if any of this is going over your head, just put in the comments, give us your questions. I know a lot of you guys are watching in the replay. Still give us your questions. We can still tag Jenna. I believe she's in the group.
Yeah.
So we can still tag her and she can still answer. But so I was using like the pipeline aspect of high level. And then something brought me back around to group track. I have to commend you guys, first of all, on the user interface because that was my thing. When I was a web developer, user
Mm,
interface was like my thing. If it did not have a good user interface, just friggin' scrap it. There's,
right.
and I don't mean pretty, I mean usable.
No,
Yeah.
user.
Like
User
Yeah.
it
friendly. Yeah.
tells you by the visuals what you need to do next. And
Oh,
so
that makes me
that part's really
happy.
great.
It's interesting. We've actually invested like another 250,000 just in the last couple months to redo our entire tool to make it even better with our interface.
Mm,
So like I'm gonna have to report that to my team that you already love it because when you see what we relaunch in May, you're gonna lose it. Like It is going to be
Really?
so friendly for customers. And yeah, we're like beyond excited to reinvest for our clients.
So may I
good.
ask, how do you monetize? Is it a monthly fee? Is it
Yep. It's a subscription. Yep. So it's a SaaS, right? So you pay us for access to the tool and you get to use it on your socials.
Now,
wow?
what's
And
really cool though is that Jenna also like coaches.
Right.
So, I've seen this a lot with coaches lately. I feel like it's the evolution of coaches where at some point you start coming up with a tool and then you're the coach for like, I'm going to show you how to get the best performance out of using
Yes.
this tool. And so Jenna does a lot of that once you're subscribed as
interesting.
well.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's interesting. I think what's really unique about my partnership with Nathan. So Nathan is our developer. I am the coach and the actual user. So we're a practitioner. We're doing what we teach our clients. And my background is coaching. I've coached Olympians. I've coached in my personal business. So like I am a coach at heart. And so that's what's really unique about our kind of dynamic is that we've got the tool that is going to help us do what I need you to do. But I'm also in there helping you implement, making sure that you know the strategies in order to actually get clients. Because the truth is, if you're not showing up on social media doing the right things, you will never need my tool because you're not going to be overwhelmed, right?
Amen. Exactly.
So that's the thing, right? The tool is not the end all be all. You need the strategy, the skills, and the system. And so we kind of combine that for our clients to really over deliver and ensure that they have the support to get results. Because when they do, they never leave our tool, which is pretty awesome.
Oh my gosh. I agree. I already can't live without it. And I've
Yeah.
only been back for like 2 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so with that being said, I think what would be awesome is to hear a little bit from you about what you see working in social media and maybe, just peppering that with the idea that our audience is health and wellness and fitness pros. And then what I'd like to do with you, Jenna, I think you and I've talked a little bit on the side about this, is also bring you in and have you talk to my paid clients and maybe give them like a higher level training, maybe a walkthrough on the tool.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I can, am I able to share my screen? I can just kind of give everybody a little bit of an overview of what it looks like and how it works and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Do you have the option there or do I need to change any settings? I see it.
Can you see what can you see here?
How's that look?
What am I actually sharing?
You're sharing your Facebook screen right now. Should I take it down?
Perfect. Nope, that's perfect. Nope, that actually is excellent.
It's always like a big gamble, isn't it?
I know, right? That is true. Okay, so what is really, really awesome about what our tool does is you're going to see that we have this little icon right next to everybody's name on social media. And so what that allows me to do is literally I can hover over any name of any person anywhere on Facebook and or Instagram. And what it will do is it will add them to our system, which is going to pop out on either the left or right hand side. And so what you can see here, there's Tasha. Now she's in group track. I can track her email, her phone number, all of her social media links. I can add a status label that's going to tell me, is she reading or responding to my DMs? So that way I know who to focus on in order to stay out of jail. I can also, from this direct thing, actually send her pre-made templates. So for example, if I want to see or send her a message, you can see it's going to pull in her name. We've got all of these templates preloaded for you. We are going to send it. And once we do, what's going to happen is it's going to go from my personal messenger into that person's. And it will also track all of the messages that are sent. So you can see here, I can see any message that myself or my team member has sent her using our tool. And then of course, here we have our pipeline. So, the idea of a pipeline is to be able to walk the person from, hey, I just identified you as a lead all the way to, I want you to be my client and continue to purchase from me, right? So this is what we're talking about in terms of like a buyer's journey, right? We've got our leads, we serve them, we support them, we make an offer. Ideally, they convert to a client and we keep them buying forever, right? And so what's really beautiful is as we are working them through the system, not only do we have these pipeline stages pre-built for you, but as you place them in certain stages, you'll see that there's these little pop-ups that say, hey, we've got a message template that we think you might want to send at this point in the journey. And again, what that will do is it will populate with our preloaded messages that are a suggestion of what you can send to that person based on where they are in the journey. So lots of really cool things. We can do follow-up tasks. This is going to be very similar to just what we would do with this, a traditional CRM. We can also assign things to your team members. So, for example, if you have a lot of leads or you have a Facebook group that you're working, you can actually, within our system, assign the team member or assign the contact to a different team member so they know who to focus on. So lots of really cool things can happen literally just from hovering over anybody's name on social media.
Do they populate the information that you obtain, that when you do that pop-up, the user populates that? The client?
No, so literally, like, I can just go to anybody anywhere. We don't take any information that's not public facing. So
it's all drawn out of Facebook using the API straight into the tool.
It's using, it doesn't use the specific API that way, but basically we're not, for example, like I cannot grab somebody's email if they don't give it.
That's what I was going to ask.
We do not
that's what I was just going to ask
anything that's not public facing.
I see.
But for example, right, like I don't know this person. I can literally just hover over her. Oh, she's already in group track. That's funny. Apparently I do know who she is. But literally, like, I can grab anybody, bring them into our system. But for example, if I don't know her or, she hasn't provided her email, it's not going to populate that. We don't take that information. But what we do, which is really incredible, if you run a Facebook group, for example, what's really amazing is that you have these membership questions where you can ask really great questions about the people that are coming into your group. And so we have a, very specific strategy that we recommend. But one of those questions is going to be, would you like to opt into receiving occasional emails and marketing information about our stuff? If they provide their email, what will happen is when they come into the group, you're going to see that the group track approval button is going to show up. What's going to happen is if they answered those questions, we'll capture those answers. We will add them to our system. We will collect their email. And once we add them into our system, it's going to go into our backend, which is also part of group track. So what's incredible is if the person provided their email, they're also going to be in our email system. So for example, at group track, we use Active Campaign. The second I approve them into my Facebook group, what's happening now is that they're actually going into Active Campaign and receiving that welcome email without me having to do anything. So
isn't that amazing?
Yeah. It's a game.
Guys, give us your comments.
Did you say welcome? Did you say welcome email or welcome direct message?
You can do both, right? So group track, when you approve someone into the group, you can set it up so that it does automatically DM them a welcome email, DM. But also if you connect group track plus your email marketing system, the second I press approve, they get created as a contact in your email system. And then you can trigger that welcome email series to go through as well.
I see. All right.
I've been finding more effective. So more and more, and this is just like complete peek behind the kimono with my business, but I'm finding more and more like I don't want to message anybody that hasn't messaged me first, because Facebook doesn't like me these days, and I'm just getting put in Facebook jail over and over again. So I'm just like putting all these messages out there, like message me, I'm trying to like incentivize people to message me, but I'm not using that, like send an automatic message to anybody that I haven't communicated with in the past.
Yep. And we have a lot of different strategies. I mean, we send, like, in fact, right now, as I'm on this training with you guys, I have automatic messages going out in the background, right? So while I'm spending my time with you, I've got a message that's going out to all sorts of people, inviting them to a special event that we have this Thursday to really get more people excited, right? The other thing that we're going to do is in group track, when I add the contact card in here, I'm going to give them a status label that tells me, are they reading my DMs? Are they opening them? Are they responding? Because when I go to then send a message in the future, I'm going to put, sort in my system and say, show me the people who are reading and responding first. Let me send them the message first. And then I'll kind of, go down the list.
So that's the thing I'm just finding is like magic is the sorts and then the pipelines and then the sorts within the pipelines. Like that has enabled me to just get messages to people that they need and want, and then filter everybody else out
Right.
so I'm not part of the white noise.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see too here, just simply, I can scroll down, look at every member who's in my Facebook group and know exactly where they are in my
Yes.
cycle, right? I
Mhm.
know, do I need to serve them? Do I need to make an offer? Do I need to follow up on an offer and all of those things? So
Right.
that is something that's just incredible, right? The other thing that's really amazing is that we can also use this in our DMs. So for example, if I go
Oh my
here,
gosh, I just discovered this last week. This is so good.
oh, it's a game changer, right? So you're going to see that, right here, I can see, and this is Tasha. She's actually not canceled. We're going to move her back to our thing, but use this example, right? So I can, again, in my DMs, know exactly where people are. I know exactly what to do, right? But as you guys know, DMing gets wild and it gets overwhelming and it can be, hard. And so Group Track has this amazing feature that it can say, and you can like sort down all sorts of different like fun ways. But the one that's a game changer for me is show the messages you haven't read. So I don't know
Oh
about
my
you
gosh,
guys.
because they took that away recently inside Facebook.
Yep.
When
So
did they
Group
take that
Track's
away?
I don't know. I mean, they do things every day that we don't know about, but we're just like, thank you, And so the idea
cool.
here, right, is that like you can send out offers, but we want to focus our time with where the people are actually responding, right?
Mhm.
We had a client who ran this. He had made all sorts of offers and he was like, Jenna, no one's buying. And I said, okay, hold on. I had him go and say, okay, show me messages you haven't read.
Mhm.
He had 27 people who had responded yes to his offer that he
Oh,
never saw and never
right.
closed. And I said,
Right.
okay, well, calculate for me really
Wow.
quickly. How much money would you have earned if you had closed those? And it was $50,000.
Sure.
We had another client. She had the same thing. She made an offer in January. In April, got Group Track. I'm like, you have to do this, run it. She found a girl that had said yes to her offer in January. That day, she was like, oh my God, she reached out. I'm so sorry. I never saw this. 10K sale that day, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wild, right?
Yeah.
It's like the value of having a tool that can help you convert your clients without losing your mind. It's like, truly, the fact is, like, once our clients start using the tool and the automations and they start getting more money, they're like, I would pay you triple for what you're doing, truly.
Right. Right.
Because it's
Well,
like, it's a no-brainer.
Well, I want to ask you because I'm listening to both of you getting all geeky and excited, but the truth of the matter is that Kelly is a marketing expert, so for her this is all exciting, right? Just like Canva, Canva. I don't care if even if you are clueless about design, you cannot create a nice piece of art on Canva, even though the tool's amazing. Same like GarageBand. I don't know how to create a song. So what recommendations can you leave a couple of like two tidbits to our market to let them know
Like what's working right now? How would you, like, what would you do to get people into your pipeline? That kind of thing.
what would you do to get somebody started, or what should someone do to
Ooh,
get
that's a good
started in this kind of thing?
Get started with the tool or a social media monetization?
Social media in general.
Yep. I mean, this is the number one thing I'll say to everybody. The biggest mistake I see everybody making is they post on social media thinking if I post it, people will buy. And that's not true, right? To me, that's like inviting someone to your home and being like, bars over there, make yourself a drink. They're going to be like, no, it's good. I'll take a water, right? Because that's awkward and no one's going to do it, right? Versus if you walk into my home and I am like, Kelly, I'm going to celebrate this amazing win that you just have. I got your favorite drink. Would you like it? She's going to be so much more open to being like, oh my gosh, yes, you know me. You know what I'm going through. Absolutely. Let's do this. Right.
Okay.
And so it's unfortunate because I see a lot of coaches just content. I'm like, look, I have a leopard gecko for my son. And I did a video on Instagram. It had 21,000 views in like a few days. Right. But here's the thing. Guess how much money I made from that reel?
Zero.
Right. And so it's like, unfortunately, all these people are trying to help you go viral and get all the things. I'm like, that doesn't matter. I would rather that you have 5 people comment on a post that are actually expressing interest in working with you and getting the results and getting the value. And then you tracking and following up with those 5 people with a direct offer. And so stop doing all the craziness. I just, this is the thing. I tell people all the time, look, I have a Facebook group. It's small. There's about, I don't even know, 3,000 people. I sell a low ticket offer, $57, $97, or $157. I have 2-person team and I've spent $0 in ads and we collect over $1 million a year. You don't need to do crazy things. We do not have, I have typos in everything I do. I spend 30 seconds on my Facebook posts. I'm not using a copywriter. I'm not trying to do anything except just get the work done, right? And so my message is always put up a post that says, do you have this problem? If so, let me know. I can help you. And it's as simple as that, right? Every single week inside of our Facebook group, we do the same thing. Do you have this problem? Cool. On Thursday, we're doing a training where we're going to give you the solution. We give them a lead magnet. They opt in. We make an offer, rinse and repeat every single week.
Gotcha.
And so to summarize the tip, you don't need to do all the crazy things that everybody's telling you to do.
Gotcha.
Ask that's a problem, track and get into the DMs and make an offer.
Okay. That's really, Kelly does say that quite a bit.
So do you know Stacy Beeman? She's a sales coach for life coaches.
I'm not familiar with her.
She always just says, meet people, tell them you're a coach, see if you can help them.
Yeah, it's really, I think we want to make it complicated.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then with fitness pros, what we do is we're perfectionists and we're, I don't want to say appearance driven because I don't mean it like that, but we're aware of how things look, maybe aesthetic. And so we want a logo and a color scheme. We want a website that looks great. We feel like we're not credible if we don't have like a professionally built website. If we don't look like friggin' Lifetime Fitness as a single person entrepreneur, then we feel like we're not doing our job right. And then meanwhile, we're so tired and then we're broke by the end of all of that. And we can't stay in business for ourselves and can't go out and help our people.
I had a fitness professional come to me and she had just done a 30K program and she ran out of money and she had no clients. And I was like, look, here's what I want you to do. Go to your friends list, right? And I'll just kind of share my screen to show you. I said, go to your friends
list. What program did you say she did? The what program? The 30K?
A $30,000 program.
I have a feeling she's not going to tell us which one.
No.
That she offered. So she offered.
No. She just went through someone else's training.
Someone else's training that she spent $30,000 on. Got it.
Correct.
I want to make sure I understood.
Yeah.
That's easy to do. When you start getting coached, it's like you start leveling up and you think that the higher level coach that you hire, you're going to make more money until you realize that's not always true.
Gotcha.
30,000.
Okay.
She did the full program and she was freaking out when I got on the call with her because she's like, didn't make any sales. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not good. Right. And I said, okay, go over to your friends list. So that's what I'm showing you here on the screen. Go over to your friends list.
These are your actual personal friends.
This is my personal page.
Personal friends.
On we're using our personal profile, right? So again, I know exactly, are they a lead? Or have I started a conversation? Are they a client? I know exactly who every single one of my friends list people are, right? So I told her to do the same thing. I said, grab Group Track, run it on here and start putting people where they belong. And I said, I want you to do this. I want you to send a message to these people on your friends list and say, hey, thank you so much for connecting with me on social media. What's the point of social media if we're not being social? I'd love to kind of understand what you're up to. And then to say, I'm not sure if you're aware, I help people reach their fitness goals with XYZ. This month, I'm waiving the fee on a few calls where I'm going to walk you through your best next steps. Do you know someone who would benefit? Not, would you benefit? Do you know someone who would benefit? I said, go do it and go do it every single day this month. Wow. She called me at the end of the month and she said, I have a 10K month.
Nice. Wow. That's amazing. Does she sell a product or she sells a service?
She's a fit pro, so she's sold online coaching.
Gotcha. Yep. So you, when you said to her, go in and identify each person in those different categories, do you do that manually? That's like a big job you do one time, and then when it's done, it's done.
No, it's so easy though. I wouldn't call it a big job.
No, and I would also say you don't necessarily need to sit there and go through your entire friends list in one day, right? I would say, go through your list, grab 20 people a day, put them in the right stage, send them a message, move on to something else.
Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah, because if you try to make it like I'm gonna work this whole thing, you will lose your mind.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So good.
And then, okay, I was going to ask you something else. Oh, do you, and again, I don't know if what you know, what you don't know, but are you an advocate of more of a personal page for business as opposed to a business page for business?
Yeah, so group track only works on your personal profile.
Hmm.
With the business
And your
page, there's
Facebook group.
a lot of rules,
And
right?
the groups.
Yes. Yeah. Personal page in your group or in the DMs, not business page in the group
Gotcha.
or DMs. It's got to be used on your personal page. And so, yes, we absolutely believe that your personal page is the best way to go. There's a lot of rules around using business pages and a lot of things that are just really hard. And so most people choose to use the personal page, which is why we created Group Track.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. And
So
plus
interesting.
business pages get no reach.
They do. I mean, because they're built for ads. Facebook wants you to use it for ads. And if you don't do them, they're not going to show your page to anybody.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Very
And then
interesting. Because we have a lot more followers on our business page than we do in our group. And that always irritates me. And a
So what
lot
I
more.
would do is I would be messaging all of those people with your personal profile and say, thank you so much for following our business page. Not sure if you're aware, we have a really great community. You're welcome to come in. We offer this, this, and this. Would you like the link to join?
And is that process of what you just said, is that possible? Like, or do you recommend, what am I trying to say? Can you do that in a batch using group tracks?
You can, right? So if I add people to my my pipeline, I can use what's called bulk messaging. It's not like a broadcast message. What it does is it puts them in a queue and it sends it over time. And the reason is we cannot overcome Facebook jail. So we tell people all the time, like we'll get messages like Group Track put me in jail. And I'm like, nope, you told Group Track how many messages to send. You put yourself in jail, right? And we kind of say it, jokingly, but it's the truth, right? If you only send 5 messages a day and then all of a sudden you send 10, that may not seem like a big jump, but that's 50% more. That's double. I don't know if that's 50.
And you're saying
100%
Facebook,
more.
and you're saying Facebook doesn't like that?
Oh no, they do not. Yeah. You have
No.
to it's just like you would go to the gym, right? You would never tell your client, do 10 reps and then tomorrow do 1,000. Right? You're going to break it. Same thing with, Facebook. Facebook doesn't want you spamming people. They're trying to protect your account. And so, yeah, there's a lot of strategies that we teach around how to keep you out of Facebook jail.
Interesting. Oh, very cool.
So good.
Congratulations, Jenna, on your business. Sounds
Thank
amazing.
you.
Amazing. I really love this tool. You'll hear me talk about it more. I'm such a really good affiliate marketer. I didn't even pull up my affiliate link and put it out there. So I will add the link to Group Track after. It just didn't even occur to me. I was so excited to just get the information to you guys. Didn't even occur to me that that I'm like a partner with them, an affiliate.
Nice.
Yeah. Jenna,
Very cool.
thank you. Will you come on again and tell us more?
Yeah, anytime.
Love it.
Very nice to meet you, Jenna.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Any final thoughts before we go?
Yeah, just in case anybody's interested, we have a free trial, right? So you can feel it, use it, experience it before you commit. We have the best onboarding ever, and it just literally walks you through using the tool immediately. So that you
do it. I resisted it for so long. I kept on.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's so good. I had it for like a month. I was like, Jenna, I haven't onboarded yet. And she's like, go through the videos. And I'm like, no, please hold my hand. And she's like, go through the video.
Yeah. It's 18 minutes if you do it of goodness, and then it sets you up for success. And the other thing is we build Group Track for you. When you get it, it comes with our system, our strategy, our message templates, our tagging.
Oh, that's really nice.
Because most people do not know how to make CRMs, right? So we give you a lot of that. And then in our Facebook group, we offer complimentary support every single week. We do a training because we're very serious about making sure that you guys get results. And so we teach strategy as well as how to use the tool. So if you're one of those people that's like, oh my God, I don't know how to use tech, we got you.
That's great. That's really cool.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Good job.
Thank you for having me on, girls.
Yeah,
Jenna,
awesome.
We will see you soon. Okay, so we're going to bring you off the screen. We're going to chat
Sounds
more.
good.
And I will see
Take care,
you
Jenna.
soon.
Oh, do you want to say your web address, or I guess it's Group Track? Okay.
I'll put the link in. It's grouptrackcrm.com.
Okay.
And then
I forgot to ask her how much it costs. Do you know how much it costs?
So Mine is a little bit over 100 a month. No, no,
Okay.
no, it's mid hundreds for
Okay.
mine. If you add Instagram, it's a little bit more. This thing
Mm.
can be used as your entire CRM system. So you
Yeah.
don't
Mm.
it can be like it can take the place of high
HubSpot. I
level for
use
a lot of
HubSpot.
people.
Yeah, I use
Yeah, it
HubSpot.
could take the
Yeah.
place of HubSpot. Nope, we don't wanna do that. What am I doing here? I'm trying to make us even and
Oh, it
big.
looks great.
All
Well, I
right,
got to back
so
up again.
it can take a place of a lot of tools that you are using. I'm going to experiment. So next week I'm doing a free training and I like to track
Mm.
everybody that's in my free trainings. The link is down here, y'all. Um,
Mm.
I like to track everybody that's in my free trainings, make sure that they attended the lessons. I like to
Mm.
message them, answer their questions, all of it. And I'm going to experiment next week with doing that all through group track and just like dragging people through the different stages.
Wow. Nice.
So there's so much that you can do with it, and there's so much that it can take the place of, and yeah, it's just really exciting.
That's interesting. Very interesting. I have a hard stop in about
Oh,
10 minutes, but
okay.
or 20 minutes.
You
I'm not
already
sure
told
how much.
us your best thing of the
I
week.
said my best. I mean, Ursa really was the highlight. I was in Los Angeles and it was awesome. But yeah, you tell me your thing.
Gosh, and I hadn't planned one, but really, this month group track has been like one of those. It's almost like I've been so excited about it. It's gotten me back in flow in terms of working. And like that for
Mm.
me has been huge this year because of the renovating the house and all of
Mm.
that. I've been
Yeah.
I've been like so scattered. And so when I get obsessed about something and I really go down a rabbit hole in this one tool and then I make it sing for me, that's like
You're
that is
very
what
good
I
at that.
needed.
Yeah, you're very good at that.
Well, I
I
wasn't
love
doing
that.
it.
And this is the perfect tool for you because you love to use Facebook and you hate to use email for
I do.
communication.
I'm
So it's
terrible at email,
perfect for
y'all.
you. I
Mm.
couldn't imagine myself doing it, but I mean, it doesn't mean that my company couldn't do it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. Yes, 100%. I
yeah,
agree
man.
with
I mean, I
everything
think
you
it's
said.
amazing, amazing, amazing. Well, that was
Okay.
really fun. That was really fun. Do we want to talk about the green? I mean, I didn't want to wear the green for nothing.
Well,
It's
St.
March
Patrick's Day,
12th,
right? I have no idea what that means.
2024. It's March 12th, 2024, and it's St. Patrick's Day. And in 5 days, I asked in my a poll on the Vibes Fitness Lounge group.
Uh-huh.
Do you do anything? I'm going to ask you too. Do Fit Pros do anything special for St. Patrick's Day? Do you wear green? Do you? There's not much to do. I mean, in terms of music, I mean, do
I
you use
used to have
Irish
a
music?
really
Do you
cool
bring
pair
cloth?
of leggings that let's see, I've got a pair of green jeans that
Oh
I used to have a
yeah,
really cool pair of like Fabletics green leggings that I used to wear. But yeah, no. Well, I'm not doing anything that requires music right now. I bet we're gonna get some really fun playlists. We should put that in the Grow Your Business and the Vibes groups and just let people like make their playlists together.
yeah. I mean,
That'd
for
be really
St.
fun.
Patrick's, I was thinking maybe anything with the word lucky.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess anything with the word green. Um, and then maybe Irish sounding music, or I don't know.
I
It's a
love
tough
it. Put
one.
it in the comments, you guys.
Yeah, you like that? It's a tough one. I mean, it's a tough one. I don't know
Pretty
how
cool.
much people do anything for St. Patrick's Day for fitness classes, but it's an idea. I like themes. I don't like to go crazy with themes, but I do like. Don't you like a good theme class? Like just even one day out of the month. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we need something to break it up
Yeah, for sure.
for
Make it
sure.
fun. I'm all about fun.
Excellent.
But
Okay,
well, this
so
was great.
so good to talk and so good to put that really cool information out for you guys.
Yeah.
Come take my training next week. That's the big thing that I want you to get out of this from me.
Okay.
If you think in your business that it is the time to create a specialized program so that you can stop doing so much one-on-one and so that you can stop like hustling for clients so hard and really get serious and deep
Hmm.
on what you want to be doing,
Right.
specialized program is right for you. It's like when you realize what it is that you really do and then you start selling that, that's when
Yeah.
it really starts working.
Nice. And that is what day?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week.
Wow. And it's free or is there a fee?
It's a free 3-day training. It's called the Make Money as a Coach Blueprint, and you're gonna walk away
Mm,
with kind of a worksheet where you filled out some different
nice.
pieces of your strategy, so it's almost like you're
Awesome.
walking away with the blueprint to this new business.
Great.
And when I
Love it.
say new, we're gonna stop doing hourly and we're gonna start selling programs.
You're so good. You are so good, Kelly. Love you.
I love you. So, and then the big thing for you, of course, Vibes Music app. You guys get over there. You can get a free trial. You can get all the music
Yeah, we're
that
having
you are
some fun
wanting.
with the playlists. I mean, I think I may have said this last time we did the anti-Valentine's playlist. We have some surprises coming up. We're collaborating with someone. I can't say
Oh,
who yet. That is going to create some really cool, fun playlists. That's all I could say. I know it's very
I don't
mysterious,
think I
but
even know this.
no, you don't. I didn't tell you yet.
How dare
And
you?
maybe we'll have her on the show too. She's out of town right now, but
Mhm.
it's someone who has a really cool product that I think instructors would benefit from. So
Excellent.
yeah, very cool. We're doing some fun
Okay.
stuff. All
Y'all, thank you for
righty.
tuning in. I'm going to get that link into the description. I'll put a post in the group. I'll get you guys that link for group track. And we will see you again next week.
See you next week, Tuesday, 3 p.m.
Bye.
Eastern time. Happy Patty's Day, St. Patty's Day.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.